We are continuing with FICSMAS. We have the working in the wreaths, FICSMAS wreath, and we need to make the ornament bundle, which are up to the copper ornament. Before we do that, we're going to just check on the radio control units that have been automated, and the box is full, so we should have. I want to see if they're running at 100%. Well, the dimensional depot is full. I don't know if the box is full yet. And then we'll make our way over to our FICSMAS build area and continue on. Which is over here is the radio control units. All these trucks are just waiting to kick into gear. I'm going to do that when the game save first loads. It's really bizarre. Alright, they are running at 6 per minute. So it's supposed to be 7.5, but that's a fluctuating number. Running at 100%, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's great to see. That means everything in the preceding production lines are all running at 100%. Using that special feeling in my tummy. Well, let's now go over to our FICSMAS area and continue working on that and get that completed. I'm hoping to finish that today so we can move on to whatever's next. We do have assembly director system, all of those components that need to be built. All these vehicles will just start running in a minute. It's a weird thing they do when their save loads up. Oh, can we get to that train? Perfect. Back carriage is fine. Can't toot the horn when you're in the back engine. It's pretty cool. Right. Just need to make a note quickly. we go. Back on our way. The only thing about doing something on the other side of the map is you have to make your way there. You didn't see me that time. Take out off ramp here. Here we are. And beautiful. All right. So over here we need to make the next installment. So this is the wreath bundle here. And it needs the copper ornaments. That's what we're waiting on. And I was going to make... I think I was going to put the copper... So the copper is... So it's going to be a copy of this basically with a few changes. It was 3 at 120%. That it's going to put that there, and I reckon because it will need that and the trees, won't it? So that's 6 trees. Can I do it like... Yeah, I reckon here. Just blow some of this up first.
Buckle up, there's a raid incoming.
Okay.
Thank you, Dandwi Gaming, for the raid
Good.
of 5 viewers.
Dean Wee Gaming coming with the raid. Welcome. Nice to have you come in. Thanks for bringing your wonderful viewers in. What are you up to today? How was Star Rapture? Very popular, I hear. I'm doing the very aptly timed FICSMAS. Just before FICSMAS is about to arrive. Or finish, I should say. Just making a little FICSMAS area. As you do. It was a blast. Nice to hear. Nice to hear. Right. I want that. Well, I'm glad to hear. Like I said, we're just doing some FICSMAS here. Finishing up. I never got around to doing it over the Christmas period. I was busy. So we're doing it now. Figured these were close to the same game. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've seen a bit of video of people playing it. I haven't played it myself. But, yeah, we'll see what the future holds. Just haven't got that far yet. But other life activities in the way. But I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it. Right, these are at 120. Need one of those. Oops. What was your... and feel free to raid and run. Don't let me hold you up. But what was your... What do you like most about Star Rapture so far? Let the viewers know. I reckon... Oh, I think Rainy's about to start barking at something. Alright. That's not me. It's Rainy. There he goes. How dare the dog. Another dog or something. Oh yeah, I'm pretty spot on the money there. I put that there. No, actually. Put that there. What's that gonna look like? That might be alright. Yeah, it's just going to be... No, actually, I might just... put it to about there. You love the spaghetti? Thank you very much. None of it's... I like the curved belts. It makes for a bit of spaghetti to set up. But none of it's clipping. It's all within OCD tolerances. Just got to make sure some of this is right. But just trying to get my bit of FICSMAS done so I can say I've done it. So I don't think I've actually ever done it. You have a habit of playing on Foundations when I get a couple of hours in? Oh, absolutely. This is just the FICSMAS area. I couldn't be bothered doing Foundations for FICSMAS. My whole map over here, this is over in the Rocky Desert, is a lot of foundations. It's a big city. Yeah. So I can't give you a tour right now because I'm all the way on the other side of the map, and it takes me like 5 minutes just to travel back. But you can, if you want to download it and have a look through it yourself, they are available here. All of the each episode is there as a video, and also the save file for the episode you can download. Right, that's that done. So I just need the trees and the copper ingots. So the copper ingots, let me just see. I've done 3 of those. It's all good. You have a 1.6 million square factory. I've been playing since a bit before 1.0 launch. Nice. Excellent. It's good to see. I need these. I'm up to this one at 120%. So I'm just going to grab that, and we're going to put it here. And then I reckon I can go to there. That one. Oh, it's just a. Yeah, the only problem building on foundation, without foundations, is there's a lot of deleting and re-adding. Have that. Get rid of it. I don't want it. Good. Alright, that goes to there. This is at 120%. And then I need one, and the red FICSMAS ornament is 6 at 100%, and then I'll need 2 trees. So I reckon I could put, if there's enough room, where are we? Yep. do this one here, so maybe one there. You need to be there, don't you? Which way are you going? That way. And that one, probably there. Why don't you like to curve like that? And then that will come into there. And that will be what? No, it's a splitter. That's right. The wrong one. Wrong one. It's just one tree. Right, that's that side, and then we just need to do it this side. And now we just need power on those. And we'll get that up to here. DMW, I attached my FICSMAS area to main factory. A bit cramped. This open concept works. Yeah, I looked at the map and I thought this area along here would be perfect. This would be, I'll be able to fit it all in here. I didn't really want it to be near my normal factory. Honestly, I just don't want to look at it all the time. When it's done, I'm just going to disconnect the power to all of it. And then it'll be just, if I need to turn the power back on, I can. But I wanted to have it complete and working. So at least say I've done it once. But yeah, it makes for a pretty interesting look. This is where your coal power plant is. Yep, out of sight, out of range. Yeah, I've got that over here. I've got a. I'll give you a look at what I made over here. I'm just going to go to Jetpack. This is I made a compacted coal. This is one of my coal setups. And this save, I'm doing all the different, I'm building everything. Everything that can be built is being built. So I made a compacted coal setup because this has got a good sulfur node up there. You did the same, yep. And we've got a nice little situation here where I've got the assemblers up the top. And they actually are above the generators. So I have them all set up with a one-to-one relationship. So that assembler makes the right amount of coal for one of these. And this water extractor is a one-to-one relationship with all of these. So they're all just, yeah, just something different to do. I think I did something special at the back, I can't remember. This can go. That was just me building. Oh yeah, that's right. We had the underneath section out the back. Yeah. And they're all overclocked to 250%. It's just a different way of doing it. Now, did I... Oh yeah, and there's overflow here, if there's ever... Yep. So it never backs up. On the other side of the map, out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, this is a great spot for power. The amount of coal that's here, it's perfect with the sulfur. Right now, let's see how these wreaths are going. You slap yours together at the beginning of the game and only had to go back once when I messed up and had to restart everything because I overbuilt before getting fuel gens up. That can be very easy to do. Especially if you're letting containers fill up and then let production lines settle. And then you go and start taking stuff out of boxes to build things and everything starts powering up again. It's a common mistake. I did that at the beginning of this playthrough. Alright, let's have a look. They're coming in. I'm just waiting for these to ramp up to their right rate. So I should be making 6.18 per minute of each. Yep. It's just taking its time to ramp up. All the ornaments come in. I tried this time to have everything running at all times, but my frame rate tanked near the end when everything was up and running. Mine's a bit like that. It does get a bit like that sometimes in the factory areas. I can't say I'm building excessive. I'm just building, I think, usually I build 3 machines worth of whatever's required for the Pioneer and space elevator stuff. You ran it on dedicated, so I think that's the problem. Dedicateds are still better. Yeah, right, dedicated server would have had an impact, I'm sure. Well, at least you gave it a go. Hold on, this isn't... This is still taking a while to... This doesn't seem right yet. The coppers are still coming in. Okay, now it looks like it's... I need to get 2 by the time it gets to 100. No, we're still a bit slow. What have I done wrong here? The reds aren't coming in. That's because these are at the wrong clock rate. No, that's right. 6 at 100%. No. That's what I've made a mistake. I've got to overclock these. That's my mistake. So for 6 is... yeah, 120. That's my mistake. And then that's 15. And I'll need another tree for each of these. That one, that one, that one, that one. This one here. And we'll fix that power line in a second. I think I'll run this one to there, and I'll get rid of that one there. Right, so now yep, that looks better. So just need to wait till that filters through and we'll be right. That one seemed to be good. That one's waiting on more. They will be all coming through. They're all coming through at a proper rate now. Just needs to filter through. Yeah, these will be 100% soon. They've got a nice buffer in them. That's got the 4 before it started, that's good. This one, it's got the 4 before it hits 100, that's good. And that one, 2, 3, needs to get 4 before it gets to 100. Excuse me, yep, that's it, perfect. That's running at 100. Perfect. So that should be my wreaths running perfectly now. This was the... what was that for? The red ornament. Oh yeah. for the copper. Right, so the red, so that's, it gets confusing, doesn't it? That one there. The ornament bundle is this one. And the copper ornaments this here. I was only needing 2 machines to do. Is that right? Yeah, I think I've screwed up here again. 36. 6, 12, 18. Oh no, it's these. Right. That's that. Yep. Yep. Don't worry about me. I can't clock trees, so I've got 4. Yeah. Right. That's good. So the trees are correct. Then there's the red. That's done. The blue is done. For that, that's we did those. And then yep, and then the next one is the copper. We've done that, that's that one there. We've done that. Then we've got the iron, which is that one there. And then the iron ingot, which is done. You fix this ornament bundle, that's we just made this one for the wreath. And then this is the wreath, so we've actually made 3 of these. So let's check it out. And the Wonder Star is next. So where are they? This should be these here. So these need to be 12 before it clocks over 11. So it should be 12, that's good. 7, 8. It's a slow production cycle. 9. 10. That'll be number 11. And that'll be number 12. By the time it gets to 100. Perfect. Yep. And that should get, this one here needs to get to there before that gets to 100. That needs to hit 12. Perfect. They are running at 100% now. And in they come. I've already got 56. Right. So then the Wonder Star's next. Spudwagon, hello, great to see you. Good to see you as well. I hope all is doing well with you. Alright, so that one there, I need 100 of those, 200 and 500. Alright, I've got enough of these. I can unlock this. I need 500 canes and 500 bow ties. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the bow ties are over here. What are you up to today, Spudwagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, we've got Snowfight, Snowball.
These snowballs are made from actual snow, combined with a mystery ingredient that is guaranteed to make snowballs very throwable, and your snowball fights extremely immersive and realistic. There are no low stakes with Fix-It.
Nice. Alright, so that was Snowfight, Snowball. Just making some notes as we go. And then this needed 200 of the ornaments, 100 of the wreaths, and 500 of the bow ties. You just started playing Alchemy Factory. Excellent. I have heard of a few people getting into that. I saw Firehammer being playing it. It's pretty popular. I hope you're enjoying it. That's that one. And then this takes me over to here for this one. So I still need another 22 of those. That won't take very long. They're making at 2 per minute, so 2, 4, 6 per minute. So 6, 12, 18, about 3 or 4 minutes and I'll have them. And was it 500 bow ties, I think? It was. And then this is the 500 Wonder Stars. Alright. That will be next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So really it's just the Wonder Star is the last, and then the Snowball and the fireworks, and that'll fill up all of this. Randy's barking at something. I'm out of the distance of my hover pack range. Boom indeed, her boomer. Sorry about the dog barks in the background. I'm just going to mute myself. Randy's probably wondering, I thought New Year's is over. Yep, that's right. It's funny, fireworks and that doesn't bother Randy. Thunder and lightning storms, not a problem to him. Nah, he spotted something out the front window. It's getting all excited over nothing. Let's get these critters are talking to. There's one of them. Two. The third one went for a big run. Okay, nice. This one ran away. Maybe that one didn't die, it's this one here. 1, 2. 3. And you're going to move this along a bit more. So I can get rid of that power tower I don't want. So that was just connected to there. So that's fine. Everything should still be running. Yep. That's at 100%. That's at 100%. That's at 100%. I used up some of those. Oh yeah, I did. They're used for my lights. Fairy lights, I think.
The best idea Fixit could come up with, to appreciate and reward pioneers for their hard work, is a gold star. How creative, but don't worry, I understand the merits of actually meaningful appreciation. When you save the day, you will understand.
Ah, when I save the day. So that was that one, which was all right. So that means I can do the that goes on the light poles, isn't it? I need bow ties. Does it go on the bow on the power poles? No, I thought it did. It goes on the machines. So in other words, you're going to have one per machine. I don't really want them on the boxes, but no, they don't go on the smelters. Well, that's a bit annoying. They don't go on the foundries. It's only the constructors and the boxes. All the assemblers. That's a bit of a rip-off. Should ask for my money back. Okay. The Wonder Star is next. I was going to make 3 machines in the assemblers. So I reckon we're going to put these 3 here. And they'll be at 100%. That one's not going to be my favorite. that's the case. No, not there. That might be all I need. And that can go there. Alright. Is it just the... Nah, doesn't go on the power box. Oh, I'm glad I checked. Right. I've got 3 of those. We need to make the FICSMAS Wreath. I'm going to make 15 per minute. So I did 6 at 125%. So that's going to be this first. That's the output. What if we did going to put this over here for a sec. Let's put this here, and this is the wreath, and 125%. Right. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good time for a save. So that would be that. Ooh, I like that. Can I get, yeah, that's nice. Beautiful. Oh, and after all that, that's not gonna... I can fix that easily. That's it. That's the output of those. Yep. So let's grab that. Alright, that's those that feed into that. Oh, that's perfect. That can still go like that. And that one can go like that. That will go to there. This one probably here. And then that and that. Not overly complicated at all. But now I've got my inputs for those. Oof. So I've made those 6. That's the wreath. So then it needs the tree branch. I need 7.5, so we'll do 8. So they will be 8. Maybe I could do, I think they should go here. So the gift tree. Let's go get some more branches. I need more branches and maybe more blue ones. Too much grass here. Two. 3, 4. Why do they all get oriented that way? Savage, hello. Hope you're well. I am doing very well, thank you. How about yourself? What's happening in your part of the world? I'm just trying to make an abomination. That'll work. Just shopping for some new parts for your desk setup. Oh, what are you doing to your desk? So it's 8 of the trees. So the wreath needs the ornament bundle. I need 9 of the ornament bundle. Jesus, holy moly. 9. Why don't I do... So we're going to do that 3 times. We'll do one... I think that's it. You didn't do FICSMAS this year? This year? Yep. It's all right. It's the first year I've properly done it. Don't worry. At 100%. So doing selfmas, says Habuma. Nice. Going to put my old PC setup to a dual PC setup, rearrange things and set up some new monitor mounts and USB hubs. Nice. That sounds exciting. That's a lot of fun stuff to do there. Lots of planning. So what if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've had a dual monitor mount sitting here at your desk for 2 years. One day. Yeah, it can get like that. Other life gets complicated. Other priorities arise. Yeah, I don't know why it couldn't work out doing a curve by itself that way, but anyway. I reckon... That was a really bad spot. That's really annoying. I got it. Yeah, I want to make some... I'm in the process of making some shelves for inside the built-in wardrobes in this room. But in the process, I need to make some woodworking jigs so I can cut big sheets of plywood. So I actually have been doing that in my spare time. But it's like to make the shelves, I've got to do this and then this and then this and then I can make the shelves. But I've made that, so now I'm ready to actually now I'm ready to order the bits. When you finished, it will include 2 34-inch wide screens and 2 27 inches. Just thinking about whether I want the 27s to be both portrait or only one. Yeah, you won't know until you play around with it a bit and experiment, to be honest. that full? I've got monitor mounts and they've got swivels, so yeah, I just pick what I want. I can, you know, rotate them as I need. You'll get a large screen version of the Renecam now for sure. Maybe. Pat times will be big. I'm going to bring this one here. Right. So now these are all need to be inputs of 3s and 3s. I'm going to try something on this one. Oh, hold on. No, I can change that to a splitter. How does that look? You pivoted one today to test things out. It will work well for a stream PC. Just don't know if I want the second gaming PC to stay landscape. I've got my second gaming on portrait. It's handy for some things, but when I look at spreadsheets, it's not that handy. But on my streaming PC, I've got 2 portraits, and one of them's dedicated to chat, so that's really handy. And the other one has OBS and a couple of other bots and things like that running. It's very handy. And my main screen is just in landscape. Just depends on what your purpose is at the end of the day. Let's go with, I reckon, that one will have to be like that. But that means that I thought could come under here, but no. But this can do that. And then we'll have that coming out there. That works. But the frustrating thing I find is sometimes when you're rebooting and you're going into the BIOS and things like that, when they're in landscape mode, you've got to tilt your head a lot unless you pivot your screen back for a bit. Those sorts of things are a bit frustrating, but that's generally the only time you get an annoyance. Or the boot screen's not always on portrait or landscape. Lots of oddities. That one's too close. Alright, that's those 3 sets. Now we need to bring in the stuff for all of them. Yeah, I really like to be able to set up a BIOS to say this is a portrait PC, or you know, the BIOS needs to be in portrait mode. Okay, so it's 9 of those. Alright, so we need now the copper and the iron. So the copper ornaments is going to be 9 foundries. I love how annoying the belts can be. You put it one way and the game says no, but you pull it the other way and it says okay. Yeah. Yeah, the straight mode's notorious for that, isn't it? It's quite funny. I might leave that there. So the copper is 9. It's going to be 9 at 100%. So just do that. And I think I might do I think I'm going to do them. Oh, I hate the map bug. It annoys me. That's too high up here. 1, 2. I might do 3 there. Let's even do, that's the copper, and then the iron ones are these ones. How many iron will I need? It'll be 9 as well. Okay. I think I know how I'm going to do this. So if I can squeeze that 3 in here. Well, that's an awkward one, but we'll just see. Then another 3. And this one should be copper again. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then these are iron. You're not that up so high. Those three are a bit tighter packed. Right. Assuming I've got this right. There's copper and iron for each one. Yep, right. So then I can just do let's do these as I go so I don't get confused. I'm glad I did that. I don't like that one there, to be honest. Close, but just not enough. What about if I did that? Right, that's those three. Maybe these three will be easier. That's those three. And then another three, believe it or not. I was trying to avoid that, but I don't think I needed to try. And then we've got this 3 and this 3. It looks like this coal node I will be ignoring. I know nothing about it. I'll be here all night. No, it's terrible. This is a bad spot for it, this one. What about... It's pack time, apparently. Come on. Up you get. There we go. Hey? What's going on? Hey? He's a good boy. You are. Yes, you are. Fluffy, you're telling me. There's dog hair all over this house at the moment. Isn't there? It's everywhere. Hey? Everywhere. Alright. Thanks, mate. Thanks for all the dog hair. This one is a bit annoying, but I might try this. The coal, some of these node textures are really annoying. Let me work it back from this way. Or what about we just do this? That's the smarter idea. Well, I thought it was smart. That sorted that out. The last one. Alright, so all of those are outputted correctly. So now what I'm going to do is I'll hook the power up, which will give me a nice power to that pole. That'll, I like that actually. Actually, no, before I do that, let's put all of the inputs in the front. And then the poles will go around it then. pretty good. I actually don't think I'll need that there. I think that'll come underneath okay. I'll start off with this one here. And this one up here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Dad. Yep, exactly. Hair everywhere. He couldn't care less. That's that. This one here, I reckon. Really? That's lower? If I put that in the ground... This is where this power pole will get replaced. I think we need to do this. Yeah, that's giving it the extra height. This is not repetitive at all. I suppose this is why they made blueprints. Next. But I'm not going to blueprint spaghetti. Awesome, new save, mate. No, we're just doing FICSMAS. Just doing FICSMAS, and I'm doing it over here in just this part of the rocky, of the Dune Desert, so it's away from everything else. Just my FICSMAS area. What are you up to? No one there. And then this one might go here. How does that look? That looks alright. And then that'll come under there. Right. Working remote got you on the sideline. No worries. I appreciate that at 100%. That's exactly how it should be. Right, now I can do the power. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do that to here, and then that can do 6. this one can come to here. And then this one. I have thought about doing another No Foundations playthrough, but it's so much work. It's not as simple as it sounds. Especially with as you scale it up a bit. Nothing's simple. I might just get some more parts before we continue. Where are they? Over here somewhere. Here they are. I really like this circular build. I might try that in the future with some other stuff. So they're all powered. Alright, so I've got my 9 of those. And my 9 of those. So I need copper ingots, I'll need 3 at 100. And irons is 4.5 at 100. So if I did, is that right? The iron ornament, 135. The copper only needs, oh yeah, 120. Yeah, I'll do, yep, so the way I'll do those, so let's get rid of that and that. So the iron are these. Yeah, No Foundations would be interesting late game. We would almost want to speed run methods if only building the amount of item you need to move on. Yeah. Yeah, it is frustrating. Especially fluids and the way fluids balance. If everything's not level, then some of the higher up machines aren't going to be as operating as much, and it's very frustrating. Alright, I'm going to do 1. And it's one of each. Yeah, okay, yep. So 1. 2. Hold on. No. Oh yeah, at each set. No. Hold on. Right. Let me get this right. That's copper. Right, so that's number 1. This one here is number 2. So I might put that And this one here is number 3. Where to find Pikachu in this game? I don't know, but you got to catch them all. How are you today, Yudi? You bored, are you? Well, that's annoying. Right, so that's iron. So they are 45 on each. That one there. That one there. Gonna be to there, and then here. Did you see this new game people are playing? There's a couple. There's the alchemy one. There was... I've seen Firehammer play that a bit. There was Star Rapture at the moment. I've seen a little bit of that. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. Is that one? Is that one? Yep, those two, yeah. And I've also played a bit of, well, Mind Mogul. I'm really liking Mind Mogul. I'll be going back to that soon. There's more stuff coming out. I've really enjoyed Mind Mogul. Okay, the iron. Where's the iron? That's the copper. The iron's there, right. Ooh. Nice. I like that. That's coming out as a 3. Yeah, alright. Alright, so that's the iron smelters. That was those 3. And there was 3 of the copper. And that's these. This is a copper, and they were at 100%. So I might put one here. I think one of them here. And another one. I'm going to avoid that. I think we'll do it there. I wonder if I can... That might be fine, because the ingots are pretty thin. Yeah, we'll come back just a bit. That's it. Alright, that's the copper. I think this one's an over. Is it? Yeah, we'll go over. Like that. And oh, this one's an under, isn't it? Yeah, it's an under. That is not supposed to be there like that, but I think I'm going to add that in there. Probably another one along here. And we just need to bring in 90 copper ore. So that's here. We'll weave this in and out. Of course the pole's going to be just there. That's better. Horsey, hello, happy new year. Good to see you. You see a lot of Satisfactory gamers playing Star Ratchet? Yeah, I haven't got that far yet. We'll see. The Savage, you need to play Mind Mogul. I picked it up. I just haven't installed it yet. Nice. There's a lot of updates coming to Mind Mogul. A lot of frequent updates. So I'm pretty impressed with that. So a lot of things are changing all the time. So if you don't like change, it mightn't be for you until they get things better stabilized. I'm accepting that. Have I seen Alchemy Factory? What's your thoughts? Look, I've seen people play it. I haven't paid a lot of attention. It looks interesting. Not enough time to play all these amazing games that are coming out. Right. Copper's coming in, iron's coming in. Alright, so now I need the red ornaments and the blue ornaments. I'm going to need 18 for that. So that's 6, 12, 18. So 3 sets of 6 for the red, and the blues are going to be... I'm trying to think what's the easiest way. 12 is full 4. I don't like 4s, but I could do... No, because they're gifts. If I did... No, I'll just go for 18. So maybe 90%. I could go 15 actually. Yeah, 5, 10, 15. Yep. Horsey with Sport for Good Games. They've been going back 30 years. Too many good games. Yep. Savage, there are so many times in games I dropped 35 hours into Shapes and Shapes 2 early this week. Yep. A lot of older games are so good. Horsey, they are absolutely. You are not wrong, Horsey. Alright, I need... to make... 5 and so I need 6, 6 and 6. I might make them here. Start off here. So blue. Where's blue? That's it. So blue. You just picked up Captain of Industry. That's going to suck a bit of time. And you've been playing The Last Caretaker, nice. They're all good games. They are all good games. 1, 2. Three, 4, 5, 6. The Last Caretaker's addictive, yeah. Yeah, I've seen people play that one as well. I'll tell you, I've been playing a lot of. And I've been making videos on my YouTube channel. Is Cole LLC. It's a bit of a roguelike. I've pumped a few hours into that, let me tell you. Does get repetitive sometimes, but it also, there's lots of different modes that mix it up. You're not seeing it? Well. I'll show you a sneak peek. Wherever. So this one's with a minigun. And you've just got to collect coal. In this one I've got to collect 320 coal before the time runs out. And at this stage of the game I haven't got a jetpack or anything. I've got to use the ladder. And then as you progress on further... 3,000, nice. Have I got... I've got the jetpack there, you can't see me using it yet. And then that's a vacuum cleaner. Yeah, and the more powerful gun I can just smash through this coal. And then it goes in layers, like the drill. When you start, just gonna. So here you start, and you go through. This is the easy layer. Here's the next layer, and then each layer gives you more of the gems and the coal and all that, and so on. It's good fun. Looks old school. It does. It's only it was only released in September. So it's relatively new. What have I got coming through here? The blue things. Right, so these are at the blues at 90%. But it's one of those games that, you know, you play it for an hour and a half and that's it. You start again. If you fail. It's 4, it's 5, 10, 15. Right. Yep, okay. Rightio. I'm going to... You're not far off now completing phase 5. Just a few things to unlock in the hub. That's excellent, Horsey. It's very exciting. Where does that cable go? That goes through there, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not what I want. But I'm actually going to wrap up shortly because I've got to get up at 5 a.m, 5:30 tomorrow. Catching the train. I'm going to go to Melbourne and we're going to go see Avatar at the IMAX in 3D. So that's pretty exciting. So I do need to get my beauty sleep. So I think we're going to wrap it up there and we'll continue on with this. I was supposed to be doing those as 5. Crap. I made a mistake there. I don't need that one and that one. I can't. No, that'll be right. That's 5. That's what each of those is. So it's putting at 15. That's, yeah, that's heaps. That'll be fine. No, I can't live with it. I can't live with it. We'll fix it. Then what to do then? Satisfactory's taken nearly 6 months of your life. You've got some big decisions ahead of you there, Horsey. I reckon pick up something that's not as complicated and just do something simple for a bit. That's my suggestion. That's what I'll be doing. Alright, that's the 5. That's 5 of the 15. Don't tell me I've got the wrong recipe selected. That's... That's not supposed to be going there. Right. This is when I'm too tired. I'll change those to red, actually. Yeah. That was supposed to be red. We'll fix this later. This is not supposed to be. Hold on. You're waiting on Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. You're right. You think Star Ratchet's not too complicated? Well, if that's what you think. Yeah, I need to redo this. I'm gonna Right, yeah. We're going to come back to that. Well, I'm not going to keep going. That's supposed to be the red. We made great progress setting up all this. But there's a bit of work to be done yet. Oops, we were just off the edge of that. We're going to make our way back to our hub and wrap it up for the day. You think you'll unlock creative mode on Satisfactory for next playthrough as I completed Vanilla. That's a good idea. Maybe 1.2 is coming out. They've hinted at play mode, so a lot of people are guessing that node randomization's coming. So that'll be a good playthrough. If that's a good game, if that's a choice, that'll make the game a bit more. It'll refresh it, not knowing where the nodes are, and having to. Well, we all know where the nodes are, but not knowing what's at that location. I wonder if it would be completely random, or if they spent time and massaged. This map has the nodes in this spot. This map, this seed has this one. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they do. 1.2 might not be out till mid-year, maybe. Who knows? We don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Fluid trucks. Looks like they're coming. That's actually quite exciting. There's always Factorio, but that's a hard game. There certainly is. I've seen people play it and can't say it interests me. It doesn't look like it's my style. I don't like that being attacked style of gameplay. That's just me. I think I'm going to build the big FICSMAS tree over at that other location and get rid of this one over here. Let's find out how many coupons we got made today. 5. Not bad. Oops, give me a sec. Did you do FICSMAS this year? That's where I just came from, Horsey. I was working on FICSMAS. I'm doing the whole FICSMAS thing there. So in today's episode, we continued with the FICSMAS factory. We completed the FICSMAS Wreath. And I can't remember if we finished that yesterday. But no, we started working on the Wreath. We finished that. And then once we got those, we unlocked the next milestone, which has allowed us to make the Wonder Star. So I started building the Wonder Star factory. We've been working on that. There's quite a bit to do. We're making good progress. We're about to make the iron ingots and the blue decorations and the red decorations. Anyway, we'll continue with that in the next episode. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.